Skye. Skye. Ready? Steady. Go. Food, 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 food. Food, Skye, food. Food. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Good boy, Skye. Good boy, Skye. Good boy. Well, this is part of the preparations for life actually, because some dogs doesn't like to be touched when they are eating. This is not healthy. In the opposite, by doing this as I'm doing now, you just make sure to the dog that you are trustful, you are the food owner, you are the provider. So as a handler, you need to be fully trusted by your dog. And what's the best time for you to gain trust and to understand if your dog trusts you than when feeding? There's no resource protection, as you can see here. He's a strong boned boy. This is Skye. He's a Serigy Curumim. He's the big boy. He's the biggest on the litter. Today he has 9.5 kilos. This is week 8 today. We are heading to week 9. Hey Skye boy. Serigy Curumim. As a quick note, the mix he is eating now is just minced meat, 25% of fat, a little of yogurt and eggs. So it's 1.2 kg of mince, 4 eggs, half liter of water and 250 grams of yogurt for them all. It's about 250 grams over for him now. Is one of 4 meals. Good boy, Skye! Good boy! Look at that. Good boy. Come on, Skye. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, Marnay is Serigy Aiyra. Marnay! Food, food, food. Food, 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 food. Come on, boy. Ready? Steady. Food, 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 food. Go, go. Alright, so this is Marnay. He's also 9.5 kilos today. Same weight and size as the previous dog. Skye. So Marnay is the black and tan German Shepherd. You see, big boned too. He's a bit chunky now, and he's not the full. He will be long coat. See, this is Marnay, everybody. He also is a good feeder. Doesn't bother being touched. See. Don't think that by doing this I'm hurting. It's not distress, not using force. It's just like shaking on the colt. It's just gentle. It's not hard for him. If it was hard for him, you would notice. He's a good feeder. He's an excellent dog, an excellent temperament. He's very laid back, but he's a wrestler actually when he's playing with his siblings. he used to dominate his siblings by sitting on them. So he sits on them with the paws, with his paws on the siblings, on his siblings, and then he tries to bite them all. Isn't it, Marnay? You be a good temperament boy, don't you? You have a good life, huh? With this big bonnet skeleton, huh? Good boy. This is Marnay, everybody. Serigy Aiyra. He is the oldest boy on the litter. He was the first to born. Well, second. We lost Mr. Blue. He's usually originally called Mr. Green. Come on, Marnay! Good boy! Good boy, Marnay! Come on! Come on, Marnay! Come on, Marnay! He's now stealing his mom's food. Good boy, Marnay! Come here! Come on! Good boy! Good boy, Marnay! Yacina, Serigy Yacina. This is Miss Orange, everybody. She doesn't have a name yet, but she's going to North London. Alright, ready? Yacina? Ready? Steady? Go, food. So this is Yacina, everybody. She's a sable, red sable, I assume. She'll be looks like her mom. She's also a big boned girl. She's one of the biggest on the litter as well. Perhaps the third bigger now. Maybe the fourth. I don't know. Today she was about 9 kilos. She's of a strong temperament. She's very stubborn. She chases her mom. She is not afraid of chasing and she wants to chase, but lately she's developing a sort of a sense of self-awareness and is being more on herself, playing more gently. But she's still being tough sometimes. She has a very nice coat. She'll be very much like her mom on the color scheme, the red sable. This video is part of the environmental training and is part of the early neurological stimulation as well. It's for the purpose to be prepared to be outside in the world. On this litter there is no individual who developed a sense of I said food control. All of them know how to share. They generally eat together, but for this video I'm just separating them to make sure that everybody can see them individually without being pushed out. But she's good with other dogs as well, although again she's very tough. Alright, this is Yacina. Yacina, go for it, girl. You're hungry, aren't you? She's a hungry and greedy puppy. Always been. Alright, Yacina, come on! Come on, girl! Come on! She's still hungry. You're still stealing your mom's food, aren't you? Come on, girl, come on! Yacina! There's nothing there, silly. Alright, come on, Yacina. Good girl, Yacina, good girl. Alright, so this is Serigy Caramuru. Arnie, ready, steady. Go. Food. Good boy, Arnie. Alright, so Arnie, everybody, this is one of the smallest on the litter. He had 1 week. Week 6 for him was very hard. He had a strong constipation due to an issue on his leg. He was stepped by his mom. Well, hopefully there was no broken bones as the X-ray accused on the tests. So it was basically just a sort of a hurtful leg. But this made him constipate, so he fell behind on weight. But you see now he's gaining track again. He's a good boned boy. Is it Arnie? Arnie? He's Mr. Black, everybody. He will be a light sable. I don't know, perhaps a silver sable? I can't tell yet because he has a red head and a silver coated on his back and golden legs. So you see his paw. Look at this. Look at this big boned boy. Good boy, Arnie. He's a good feeder. Although sometimes he goes away and he comes back to his food, like Ava. But normally he's good on spot. He pulls everybody out and he goes for his food. This dog has a nice temperament. He was a bit aggressive at the beginning of week 4 and 5, but then because he fell behind on his back leg, he was put like 3 or 4 nights isolated from others, and that changed him a little bit. So nowadays he's still a tough boy. He's still aggressive sometimes with his siblings. When he plays tough. But he likes to sleep by himself alone, separated from the litter. And it's very funny because he adapted himself very nicely after the accident with his mom. And he now can manage himself alone without concern. Arnie! Arnie! Come on, come here. Look at that. Food. One other thing I want to highlight here, everybody, is the fact that all puppies, they are responding by their names or by my call. Arnie, come on. Sometimes there are puppies that feel distracted, but they are coming on calls, you can see. That would be a good job done if you keep the pattern, right? Talk to your dogs, don't forget about that. Talk to your dogs, call him attention, call her attention, play with them. If they are distracted, that's fine. He perhaps is just full. You see, there was a burp. He's full. He doesn't want his food anymore, so he now wants to examine. He wants to investigate. He's very good on tracking. He has a very good nose. This is Arnie, everybody. I think he's fed up for now. Come on, Arnie boy! Come on! Look at that! Arnie! Come on, Arnie! Good boy, Arnie! Alright, let's go see your mom. Alright, so this is Serigy Aiyra. Serigy Aiyra. Ava, ready? Steady! Food, go, food. Okay, so this is Ava. Here she is. You can eat your food. Alright, look at that. She, as mother, will be a red sable, I assume. But she's very distractful. Come on, Ava. She's the kind of one of the girls who likes to eat and walk and eat and walk. That's on her temperament. She never stops and eat everything by one only shot like the others you saw for now. You saw so far. Although it seems that she's breaking the pattern, but it's normal for her when she has another siblings around to go random. She goes bite a big bunch, goes to her corner, so then she comes back and bite another big bunch and go back to her corner. Perhaps because she's alone today, she's feeling more confident to eat everything in a single shot without distractions. I'm not even interacting with her like I did with the other ones, because sometimes she doesn't like to be touched on because she's a bit shy on food, and I don't want her to flee when she's eating. But you see, she's fully okay with me touching her and grabbing her and fixing her position and you know, making her to feel distracted. She's okay, she's not trying to bite me, she doesn't have any kind of impulse to be aversive of my touch. Yeah, she's good on the impairment. Here she goes. She'll be back in a few seconds. You see? That's the way she does. Eva, your food, food. Good girl, Eva. Come on. You're feeling already, aren't you? Alright, so I assume that she's now feeling satisfied. You see, the amount of the portion I put, I always overserve them. I always overfeed them, because when they are satisfied they flee. This is just to make sure that they are feeling well, without concern of feeling somehow hungry. When they feel hungry, they feel stressed, and it's very annoying. You don't want to listen to her hungry. She's a very noiseful girl, aren't you? You are a noiseful girl, aren't you? You are. Let's go see your brother and sister then. Alright everybody, so this was Eva, and she's going to sleep now, hopefully. Okay, this is Serigy Paraja, Doty. I put her name Doty. She's not sold yet, I don't know if I will sell. Alright. Doty, ready? Steady! Go, 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 go. Food. This one here is Serigy Paraja, a Doty. She's very super ultra stubborn. She's a high driven dog, she doesn't accept very well my sort of you see, she doesn't want to eat. Come on, Paraja, Doty! Come on, Doty! She's very over the moon, she's very out on space. She walks, she eats, she walks, she will come back and eat more. She never is focused. But she's a good dog on the spot when we are outside on play and on training. She just needs to be interested on that. Interested on that. Come on, Doty! Come on, Doty! Come on, Doty! Come on! Food! She's one of the two black and tan girls. The other one is Aiyra, it's yellow. This one here is she was called Purple. What? Hey, come on, eat your food. Come on. You see, when I touch her, she is a little bit different than the other one. Sometimes she stops to feel my touch. This is a distraction. She is easily distracted. She will be a good dog, a good bitch for someone who wants to keep her on side all the time. She's very I say closer to me. She goes everywhere I go, and she's sometimes a little attention seeker. She's still a good dog. She's tested, her genetics are tested, and she's fully clear. So I'm trying to find someone with a good will, training expertise, and willingness to perhaps take her for life. I want her to go to someone who will know how to train her. Otherwise I train myself. I will train you myself, like I did with your mom. Yeah? You little bat. Come on. Come on, Aiyra. Oh, come on, Doty. Come on. Look at that. Come on. You are feathered, are you? Huh? Come on. So see, as I told, she likes to go back and forth. I'm sure she's hungry because she's one of the first who called me crying loud, saying that she's hungry. And she's hungry because of that, because she never eats her own food. She likes to eat like small bits, and that is sometimes very difficult to make happen, because if I do that, if I keep doing that all the time with her, she will never get used to have her schedule, and I never will do anything else. Come on, Aiyra. Oh, sorry. Doty, come on, Paraja, come on. Eat your food. You are overfed, yeah? You just want to play, aren't you? You don't want food anymore, don't you? Alright, so come with that, come on. Alright everybody, this is Paraja. Come on. Alright everybody, this is Serigy Tawane, Ziva. She's red collar. Alright, ready? Steady! Go, 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 go! Food, food, food! This is Ziva everybody. She is the last one on the litter, but she was the first one to have her full ears up. She's a red sable, as you can see, a good coated red sable, perhaps would be a medium coat. Doesn't like to be touched when feeding. Is a good eater, very proactive dog. She's very smart, very confident on herself, doesn't flee to a fight with her siblings. She's very strong-willed as well, but knows how to be on her place. I think that Arnie will be pleased with her because she's a strong dog. She's on a good temperament, very focused. You see, she's just eating her food and that's it. Doesn't care about anything else. I will make some noise perhaps. See, she goes attention on the noise because I'm calling her. Other than that, she goes back to the food and doesn't do anything. This is Ziva everybody, good eater. Serigy Tawane, red collar. Beautiful, she's beautiful. Ziva? Alright. Look at her. Don't want a more, Ziva girl, do you? Want a more? Ziva, come on. I'll give you more. Alright, I'll give you more. Calm down. Well, not too much, otherwise you have a bellyache. Come on, Tata, sit, sit. Good girl, Ziva! Good girl! is excellent, very smart. Look at that. Ziva, Ziva. Oh yeah. Alright everybody, this is Tawane, Miss Ziva. So that's alright, you are fed for now, okay? Otherwise, I know we'll have belly aches in the night. Come on Ziva, good girl, come on. Good girl, hey Ziva, excellent. Come on. Alright, and finally this is Serigy Aiyra. Her name is indeed Aiyra. Alright, ready? Steady! Go! Food! Well, this one is the one of the most slower feeders in the clan. She walk around all the time. She's a zigzag wanderer. She likes to feed, but on her pace. She's a very active dog, very curious. She's not stubborn as Paraja is, as Doty is, the previous black and tan girl. She's very shy sometimes, although she can handle herself on a fight with her siblings. You see, she is a good dog too on the structure. Just doesn't see how beautiful she is, and doesn't feel any stress when I'm touching her on feed. Just the opposite, she feels very nicely, and you see, look at her tails. You see, this is a proper sniffing dog. Are you a sniffing dog to be, are you? Your human will go to train you as a sniffing dog. Yeah? Alright. So that's my plan for her. I want to keep her if I can. I train her on some obedience level and some agility. But the main goal is to have her on field tracking, sniffing and being prepared for any kind of scent work as I did with Ruby. This time I will try to minimize the impact of the mistakes I did with Ruby at the beginning. There will be no mistakes with her, so I assume that the achievement with her will be quicker. I don't know, bigger, but quicker than it was with Ruby, because I didn't have an experience by the time. Now I have a little, but it's a little more than that I had. Hey, come on! Aiyra! Look at this! Come on! Aiyra, your food! Come on, you have your food! So again, she's a slow feeder. I know that if I spend the whole night here, she'll be like 1 hour the bite, go. 1 another bite and go. That's the same thing on the pool time. Everybody pulls but her, so I'm forced to be with her alone in the cold, in the rain. So then when everybody goes out and all the lights are turned off, so that's when she goes and she does her stuff. She's a little shy on poo in front of everybody. But she likes to eat poo. You like to eat poo, ain't you? Come on. Food. How's your dad? You like your dad? You like to eat poo, are you? You want a poo eater? Oh my god, no, Dad. Come on, have your food. Look at her. Come on, little bat. Aiyra. Food. There she is. I'm not entirely sure about her coat yet. I think that she'll be somehow longish, not too long, but there will be no medium coat there. Aiyra, come here, Aiyra. Food, food, food. I think that will be a medium to long coat, but I don't know yet. They can be a short coat too, because their grandmother, you let it dream time, she's a short coat. Come on, come on. Oi, tata, nah. Food, 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 food. Now? So let's go to see your brothers and sisters, yeah? Alright. Come on, Aiyra. Come on, Aiyra. 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 Come on, Aiyra. Aiyra. Come on. Look at Aiyra. Come on, Aiyra. Come on. Good girl, Aiyra. Good girl.